welcome back to the channel. It's Lauren. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're doing well. Today I wanted to take a look at the different sets that are on Sephora, like the value sets, the gift sets, that type of stuff. I recently picked up two different ones. One is this one here. It's the Gleamy Dreamy Good For You Clean Beauty Must-Haves. So I saw this on the site. I'd been eyeing it for a little bit and I felt like there was some good stuff in here. I was like excited to try it out. I felt like it had some what I would consider more like TikTok, Gen Z, I don't know, popular makeup, like the trendy, viral, more those types of brands. I feel like clean beauty brands are really what's popular right now. And so I picked that set up. I also picked up a fragrance sampler, which I'm going to talk about both those sets more in depth at the end of the video, like go through them, all that. But because I really have enjoyed those two, I thought let's check out and see what other sets are on there. Thought we could go through them together. I'll let you know my thoughts on them, that type of stuff. I feel like sets maybe, depending on who you are, what you have, all that, they can be a good value. It just depends. They also can be something that just sucks you in, something that's just junk, pure junk, all these little minis, you can't remember what they are. I mean, you might be ordering a set for one item, the set's maybe $50, you want this one item, and you don't even look at anything else in the set, but you just convince yourself it's a value, but you maybe don't want anything else, and you could have just bought that singular item for like $30. Like, that's not a deal. So yeah, that's kind of the journey I've been on throughout my life. I love little sets from Sephora. When I first started getting into makeup, like 2012, 2011, I wanted all the sets, okay? Especially around holiday, that's really when the sets from Sephora start getting potentially good. Man, I was just a sucker. I loved it. I loved getting to try a ton of stuff, which can be a benefit, but I definitely got sucked into a lot that I didn't need. So anyway, let's go through some of them, see if there's anything cool, and then I will also go through the ones that I have bought. I'll have timestamps so you can go where you want to go. Okay, let's go. I'm gonna sort them new to old, so that way we're hopefully seeing the newest stuff. I'm not convinced already, y'all. I'm not convinced. Okay, there is a set from Rare Beauty by Selena Gomez. These are 3 different blushes, and this set seems nice, especially if these colors seem like something you would enjoy. They're more of that like cool toned pink in a variety of different shades within that similar color. This one has 2 smaller sizes and then one's a little bit larger. I think this is a decent value at $30. I think I would prefer them to just all be small and it be like 20 or even cheaper, only because liquid blush literally takes forever to use up. So for me, small sizes of a blush or something like that are potentially great ways to be able to try a product, see if you like the formula, see if you want to maybe commit to the full size if you actually go through that. It all depends on how you use your makeup though. The size and how much you have and what particular categories you really enjoy is all different for everyone. So maybe you like just having a ton of blushes. Maybe you're into like having 1, 2, 3 blushes and really using them. But I think for the liquids, especially when they can go bad pretty easily, liquids and creams tend to go off faster than powders. I think those small sizes would be the best and save even more money. That's how I would change that one, but not bad. I've definitely wanted to try the Rare Beauty blushes. I've heard a lot of great things. I know they're quite viral and quite popular, especially on TikTok, and just raved about in general in the beauty community. So it's one of the things that's like on my list. I just haven't been able to bite the bullet. I don't know what it is. I tend to enjoy a cream in a compact. Like, that's kind of my preference right now, but yeah, we'll see if I ever pick one of those up. There's tons of fragrance samplers over on Sephora right now. I feel like they are just adding so many fragrance brands to their catalog. They recently added Boy Smells. They recently re-added Commodity, which I have a whole video on Commodity, so I'll leave that down below. But yeah, those are some things on there. But I really want those like sets that are like more curated and like picked. I thought there was more. What the heck? This one's really cute from Kaja. This is the Mini Lil Shots Hydrating Lip Gloss set. I actually really like these lip glosses from Kaja. I have the milk tea one and I really enjoy it. It's hydrating, non-sticky, nice and glossy. Like, it feels really comforting and plush on the lips. So I really like these, and I think that this set is kind of the perfect thing to me. Like, if you were gonna try this formula, 2 colors, mini sizes and lip gloss is another thing that I'm totally down with. I don't necessarily need a huge one. I still want the packaging to be decent, don't get me wrong, but I know myself, I like trying different formulas right now, and it's like hard unless you're using it every day to get through a lip gloss. So I feel like these minis are a good value, and they're $15. I think that's a nice little price. I think this set would be so perfect to gift to a friend, or, you know, like, it's a very giftable set. I love stuff like that, and I feel like the price and everything about it is a nice. Here's one. This is a Sephora favorites. I do tend to enjoy the Sephora curated sets. At least those are the things that interest me a little bit more than necessarily branded ones, unless I'm into the brand. One of the things I like about them is the fact that they tend to have different brands in them, so you really get to try a variety of maybe what's trending or stuff that's somehow categorized together and makes sense for whatever the theme is or something. So this one is the Luxe Vibes Luxury Beauty Sampler Set. This is $65, which I feel like is quite the price for a gift set, especially because I don't know how many of these are like full sizes. So let's go through what's in here. You're getting a mini of the Armani Beauty Lip Mastro Liquid Matte Lipstick. I know I just said I like minis, and I do, but I want to get that mini for like either cheaper or also maybe like as a free gift with purchase or something like that. So that mini, although it might be nice as its own thing, I have to calculate the fact that it's part of a set, and I'm like, we better be making up for this value pretty soon. Next is the Givenchy Rose Perfecto Lip Balm. This is a small size of that as well. That one's pretty cute though, not gonna lie, both of those. When it comes to small bullet lip products, I am wary of them only because of my experience with the Fresh little lip balms. I will say this in every kit video I fucking do, okay? Do not get the Fresh mini lip balm kits unless you are just the most delicate little angel with your lip balm, and even then I still think you're gonna have some issues, but they are just so delicate. And because it's like a nice balm, I love the balm, I love the Fresh lip balms, let me get that straight, but in the small form they just don't have the structural stability to withstand actual use. Like, they're cute, they're really cute, but if you actually use them more than like 4 times, they are gonna look jacked up in that thing. They're gonna come off the base. It's a hassle, and usually those sets aren't cheap. Like, you might be spending $45, $50 on like 4 or 5 different ones, and I really just suggest like pick 2. If you're gonna spend that money, you've already decided you want to allocate it to like Fresh. I love that. They're really great. I think you're gonna love them, but just go for the full size and just enjoy the 2 that you pick out and really make that decision instead of having a bunch of minis that I feel like are essentially trash. Okay, anyway, mini rant out of the way. When I'm looking at this little lip balm, I guess I'm a little nervous, like, is it going to do the same thing? I hope that this one would be stronger, and maybe if it was a regular lipstick it might be fine, but the fact that it's also balm, you know, I'm just saying, I'm worried. I'm a little worried. I don't know if it's needed, but it's there. The worry is there. Then we have this Barbara Sturm face cream. I'm pretty sure this brand is very expensive, so I do think you're getting a decent value here, even if it's a small one. I'm looking to see what the price is on its own. I think it's like in the $200 range for the full size of that, so that's a decent value, especially if it's like a specific product you were looking into. I feel like it's like one of the really key items in this gift set or value set. Next we have the Pat McGrath Labs Perma Precision Liquid Eyeliner. This is a full size, so that alone is $35, which I do think is a nice thing. That's also a very usable thing. If that's one of your holy grail eyeliners or one you've had on your mind, or you use liquid eyeliner every single day, it definitely could add some value to this set for you. Then we have the Kerastase Magic Night Serum Hydrating Treatment. This is not something that really matters to me. My hair is so thin, like these treatments, these moisturizers, it's too much for me. My little 4 strands cannot. They cannot handle it. So I'm not really looking into that, but I do know Kerastase can be expensive. It's still only 1 ounce though. That doesn't feel like a lot. Then we have the Gucci Lengthening Mascara. This is just like a mini of that. And then also the Guerlain Watery Oil, Youth Watery Oil. And it's so tiny. I mean, it is that little thing. Look how cute it is. It's very adorable. But when I think about this all being $65, it just feels rough. I really feel like that Barbara Sturm and the Pat McGrath eyeliner are doing like all the heavy lifting in this set. Everything else to me is like, if you were just going to Guerlain, or if you were going to Gucci and buying stuff, like those should be the freebies for buying a full-size product from them, to me anyway. So I wouldn't get this set personally, but I do feel like for the right person, it could work for you. If you already had your eye on a few of those things, maybe it's perfect, but that is not even like a giftable set to me. I just feel like everything in there is just kind of like, it's boring boring, I guess, to me. I don't know. Not the set for me, I can tell you that much. Oh my gosh, while I'm going through this, I see this strawberries and cream vegan sponge set from Sephora. And you guessed it, it is strawberry scented and it's infused with strawberry powder. Why? What will that do? Why would we want that? I don't know. Cute, it's cute, but why does it need to be infused with strawberry powder? What is that doing? Moving on from that, maybe I really just did get the good ones. Obviously, I think they're good. I picked them up, but I'm like, where are the other sets? Maybe it's just a little too early. One of the little sets that Sephora does that I think is a really great value. This is the mini clean mascara set. So you get to try out 5 different mascaras. They're all little minis. And then what the real kick and like really where the value comes in is that you then get a voucher to go in and redeem for a full size of whichever one you've tested and you love. Like, this is exactly how I want sets to go. It just makes sense. You get to try out every single one all that time. You know, even if you hate 1 or 2, you have 3 other ones to try out. You get to use them, see them, really test them in the field, and then you get to go get the full size of that mascara. I love that. $29. I think that this can be a real value, especially because a lot of high-end mascaras at this point are now in that $30 range or, you know, creeping up to $30. So instead of just straight up buying a mascara, not knowing if you like it, if one of the ones in here to test is one that you are excited to maybe try, you really get to test a lot for no extra cost. And I think that's a great value. So I think that little set's good. Plus it has the Item Beauty one in there, which that one's not necessarily super expensive. So it might not be the best value to pick in there, but I really do like that mascara. Actually, it's pretty dang good. There is another one as well too. That one was more of like the clean one. This one's just a lash stash, and this one has some classics, the Rare Beauty, the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes. That one's been around for forever. There's the Bad Girl Bang, the Idole one from Lancome, and also the Huda Beauty one. So that one's also pretty nice. I think either one of those is a really great value personally. This one here from Huda Beauty, this is a perfume gift set. It has 4 of her mini perfumes in the 10 ml bottles. I really love the 10 ml little Huda bottles. I have quite a few of them actually myself, but I don't necessarily think this is the best set. It just depends. So when I'm thinking of this, each of those bottles is like 27. So if those 4 are the ones you want, or you really just want a sampling of Kayali, you tend to like the kind of DNA of the house, maybe it's a good deal because you would be saving money. But I also feel like it's not a ton of money that you're saving, that you could just buy 1 or 2 at a time, use them, enjoy them, buy the next one for the next season. So that one just kind of depends. It's a good one maybe to gift though. I do think that. And I love that they do the bottles instead of just the spray tubes, just because I feel like it looks better. Like, I am going to reach for a little mini bottle like that that actually sprays over a travel size like every day, any day. There's a package at the door. Let's see what it is. I don't know. I thought we could just open it together. It's from Ciate London. Let's see. I'm gonna try not to slice myself open. I guess it's like their smiley stuff. Let's see what it is. I actually bought one of the kind of like quads from the smiley stuff, like after the fact, like on sale, and I do really like it. So this is something. 6-piece eyeshadow palette. Ooh, those are colors I like. 2 years ago, no. Today, well, what do you have there? You know what I mean? Okay, some metallics. It's like half matte, half shimmer. Does not match the packaging absolutely at all. Okay, there's also like a blush thing. Maybe that'll be good. Ooh, that's kind of cute. It reminds me of like, hey, face here. Do you guys know what I'm talking about on Nickelodeon? Anyway, that's what it looks like. That's kind of pretty. They're all glowy, which I love. That's exciting. This I definitely want to give a try. There's a lip mask and also a, I think, lip plump thing, and this little mirror, which normally I wouldn't care about, but I actually do use the mirrors when I'm doing my makeup here. So I'm gonna stick that with my brushes right here, right now. Okay, sorry for the interruption, but thought we would just open it together since I wanted to see what was inside, honestly. Let's see if there's any other good sets. Honestly, I really was thinking there was gonna be more. Here's one, Vacay All Day All Over Face Set. That's kind of exciting. I wanna look at what's in here. First, there's a mini Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer. I didn't personally get on with that, but I know tons of people like that one, so that's kind of nice. There's the Ilia Blue Light Protect and Set Mist. I don't know how a mist protects you from blue light, but supposedly that's what it's doing, I guess. guess. I think that could be a nice little mini, especially to bring on vacation. Like if you're thinking about the set and the theming of it, everything being miniature size makes sense also for what you would be doing potentially with it. Next, a Moroccan Oil Hydrating Styling Cream. I am a sucker and love Moroccan Oil stuff, so I love that, and Moroccan Oil minis can be expensive. Then there's the Inky List Caffeine Eye Cream, and that's a full size. I think the Inky List is maybe a little bit more inexpensive, but still, I think that's really nice that you get a full-size eye cream. Definitely very usable. Then there's the Tower 28 Shine On Milky Lip Jelly Gloss in Coconut. Oh my gosh, I had to say that like 7 times. I wish I liked these. I know so many people like these lip glosses. They smell like pennies. It smells like blood. It's like tastes like blood. Like it's freaky on my lips. I fucking hate it, and everyone acts like it's so good, and I feel like, am I the only one? So unfortunately, that's a full size, really great value in here. I can't get on with those. I do enjoy the Kaja ones more. I feel like they're similar, but Kaja doesn't taste like blood to me, okay? I know that's like such a freaky thing. So imagine how I feel, okay? Imagine how I feel having that happen to me. Then we have the Summer Fridays Skin Nourishing Body Lotion. That seems nice, 100 ml. 3.4 ounce, that's like a good travel size. The Tarte Sea Surfer Curl Volumizing Mascara in black, that's a full size, that's nice. Supergoop Unseen Sunscreen, that's a really nice sunscreen. That's good, just to try it, see if it's something you like, see if it works with your makeup or your other skincare. There's some self-tanning drops, and that might even be nice. Maybe if you don't self-tan a lot, I hope that it's enough to cover your body sufficiently, I guess. But, you know, it might be nice. And then the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Niacinamide Dew Drops, I freaking love those. You guys know that. So even a small size, just to be able to test it out might be nice, or to bring with you so you don't have to bring your big ol' honkin' heavy bottle. I like this set, $44. I think it's worth it, especially if you kind of know why you're getting it. If you have a few items in there that you want, I think this is a good one for people who maybe don't have a lot of makeup and really want to pick up a few essentials before they go on vacation, or just at any time. Like, you don't have to show your like itinerary to get this, to buy it, but I think it's a nice one. I think there's some really good products in here, some good brands in here, besides the lip gloss, you know, but other people like it. Other people tend to not taste that. All right, I think I'm done trying to find the sets. I really thought it was gonna be a lot easier to find them on Sephora site. I felt like they used to have a specific tab, but I feel like all the other tabs are, it's like gifts, but it's not all of it has to be gifts, and it's not only mini sizes, some things are full. So anyway, let's talk about this Gleamy Dreamy kit that I picked up. It does come with a bag, which is cute. This is what it looks like. I believe this set costs $40, and here's the reason I wanted to pick this up. The number one reason, and the things that I was thinking about, really, you know, really getting in here with my brain and what I was thinking. The fact that I had a full size of the Artist Pencil and Wherever Walnut from Makeup Forever, I was so excited. I have just a nub. Let me find my little nub to show you. Well, JK, I can't find it, so I guess I don't need to prove it to you, but the one I have is very tiny. It started off as just a sample, and I've gone through basically 2 of those, and I knew this was on my list. So this one is $20. That's what it retails for. So I already knew at some point I was gonna spend $20 to get this lip pencil back in my life. I love this, okay? I love the formula. It's like the perfect formula for me in that it is creamy, but not like too creamy, and it's not one of those creamy ones that locks down. I do not like lip liners like that. I do not like if they're too creamy, and like it's hard to be precise with that. It's like one fatal error donezo with your lips. They look horrible. And you know, I got a lot of work to do. I have not the biggest lips, but I do my best, okay? So anyway, I love the color of this. I love the formula. I love that it's in a wooden pencil. This technically can be used on the eyes, lips, face, like wherever you want. It's just like an artist pencil, but Wherever Walnut is just so good. Love this. So that already counted for half of the value. The other thing that I was interested in, and I just felt like at some point I might pick up, like I kept looking at it, I kept being like, what is that? I kind of want to like explore this product and see what it is. And this is from Tower 28. It's the Bronzino bronzer. I was like, what the fuck is this? I have the Tower 28 blush in Magic Hour, and I really like it. So I'm into the formula. I figured this would be a similar formula, but I kind of wondered how this was gonna work as a bronzer. Today I used it for the first time, and I just tapped it on my cheekbone, kind of like more like a highlighter, because this is a very shimmery product. It also does leave quite a bit of glow just from the formula itself, like the actual cream of it all can leave a bit of a shine. And so I just I was not today. I was like, I'm trying to look cute. I don't have time to experiment with this thing, putting like basically a highlighter everywhere. Like I can't do it. I can't do it today. So I put it on my cheekbones. I did top it over with a little bit of another highlighter because I like a cream highlighter. I do, but I don't want them to be too glossy. This one wasn't too bad though. I'm definitely gonna give it more of a shot, but tell me if you have this product, how do you make it work? But this also retails for $20 on its own. So I don't know, maybe I wouldn't have picked this up, but I always have my eye on it. I always was like, what the how does that work? And I was intrigued. So this also made it worth it for me. But then the thing I feel like that really pushed it over the edge to make the value work for me is this Rare Beauty primer. This is the pore diffusing primer, and I love to be glowy, I really do, but I'm also oily and I do have, you know, larger pores, and I've been just wanting to maybe try something that maybe gives me a little less texture, especially because once you have that like glow going, you really see each and every divot, okay? And so I was like, maybe this will help. So far, I've been using this quite a bit. I love the feel. This is a more like silicone-y type primer, but I really feel like this one, you know, it gives you that smoothing effect. So I get it. I get why it feels like that, but it also does have this like extra moisturizing feel. It's not too slippy, I guess. I mean, it definitely has that slip, but it also feels like a little bit more moisturizing than past slippy primers like that I've used. And so I really like the way it feels on my skin. I have issues sometimes with these types of primers. I don't know why, but it is like they're whispering to my oil glands like, hey girl, fucking produce the oil. Go girl, you got it. Like they're cheering on my oil glands more than anything else. Like if I put nothing on my face, I'd make less oil. But then sometimes with primers like this, it's like double time. Like everything's working double time in the worst way. And I'm still trying to decide if that's what's happening, but I kind of feel like that. I kind of feel like that is what's happening with this one, unfortunately, because I really like the feel. So I'm gonna keep testing, trying different skincare, you know, trying my normal foundations, maybe trying a different foundation, setting with powder or not. Like I'm really gonna try it out, and it's just a mini, which is great, but I love the illuminating primer from Rare Beauty, so I was excited to try another one from the line, and so this really pushed me over the edge. And we still have 4 more products to talk about. So basically I felt like those 3 paid for, like it made sense for the kit. I was already getting my money's worth. Being able to try those products, I guess, is how I looked at it, and so all these other ones were bonuses, and really one of them piqued my interest. The other ones were like, okay, well, I can figure out something to do with them. The one that piqued my interest, and I actually really love that it's in a small size. Again, some things I like in a small size, some things I'm like, but this is a liquid highlighter from REFERRAL, I think is how you say it. This is the gloss highlighter. I believe there's just one shade, and this I've tried now twice, and I love the idea of this. I really do. It does what it's gonna do. It glosses your cheekbones or wherever you put this. It's going to give you that really glassy, dewy, like wet, like a wet look, but because it's wet. Not just like, oh, it looks wet, but it's powder. No, no, no. This definitely has that wet look, and I feel like for the right person, the right skin, the right everything, like, it is beautiful. It is a beautiful product. Is the product for me? I'm not really sure yet. I think you need the tiniest amount. I feel like less is more with this product. So this alone, this tiny little sample is gonna last me forever. And so I'm gonna keep testing it out. It has like a golden color to it. I just tap it on to my cheekbones, and I love that it doesn't pull the product up underneath it. Sometimes that can be a problem, especially with glossy ones. I don't find this to be super sticky, which is really nice. It's kind of oily, but it's not like sticky, especially again if I use like a thinner layer. So I don't think it's right for me, but I'm really glad to have tried it. It's my first time trying anything from the brand. I've definitely like had my little peepers on it. So yeah, I got to try that out. Next, this is just a little sample of the Too Faced Better Than Sex. Like I'm willing to give this a shot. I like little mini mascaras. If the wand's not too short, this one barely, you know, sometimes they come out with these and it's just like unusable. Like I'm going to poke my finger through my eye to be able to get this where it needs to go, but this one wasn't too bad. It's close, but I could do it. I gave this another shot today, first time using it out the tube. I thought it made my lashes look nice. They were like kind of separated, a little fluffy, not overly gunky or too much product on at once. My rememberings of this product though is that over time, the formula definitely crumbles. Like even if you get some good wears out of it initially, I feel like the tube and like as you use it, you just get the rain. The rain of the mascara comes pouring down on you. So I don't know if that's gonna happen, but it's so small. It's only gonna gonna last me a little bit anyway, so I'll keep you updated, I guess. But the last two products, these are things I really wasn't expecting to use necessarily, and they were also full-size products, so I felt like there was still value. Even if I wasn't gonna use them, I could pass them on to people. Maybe I'll change my mind, I don't know. But this is from Fenty Beauty. This is that clip-on gloss bomb dip. Yep. It's the clip-on. Now, is this cute? It is cute. It's like a little accessory to me. To me, this is like makeup as an accessory. I just don't see myself using this on the go, but it's the type of product I would want on my lips when I'm going out as opposed to staying in. So I think I might pass this on to someone, I don't know who, maybe a niece or something. And then this is the ABH Clear Brow Gel, which is a really great brow gel, but it's just clear, and I have very blonde brows. I feel like I tried a different thing today. I don't know how they look. So this isn't gonna work for me really right now, but maybe if I dyed my eyebrows, which I'm thinking about doing them. I'll take you guys along if I do. And if I do dye my eyebrows, then this might be perfect too. Just any clear brow gel really, just to brush them up. But that was that kit, and I thought it was a good deal. I thought it was a pretty good deal. I'm very happy with the lip liner and the chance to get to try some newer products, hot new products, feel like a cool girl, you know what I mean? That's how I felt about that whole set. It was very like trendy makeup I was kind of interested in, and kind of the clean girl look. So I wanted to give that one a try, and I thought it was worth it. The other sampler pack that I got is the Clean Perfume Sampler Set. I love these perfume sampler sets from Sephora. I feel like if you're not into perfume, then maybe they're not worth it, or maybe you don't get it, but you know, perfume's expensive. This is so fun to be able to try different ones. I think they're so good and giftable, and it's exactly like the mascara set that I talked about, where you get to try all the different ones in there, and then whatever one you like, you get to take your little certificate and redeem it for the full size that you want. And I've gifted these before. People tend to really like them, and I think they're great. So I picked this one up. I actually have quite a few of these perfumes, so I'm just gonna run through them a little bit quicker. I do a Scent Sunday video. If you guys don't know, every Sunday I post a fragrance video, and I've been doing that almost a year now. Like, it's been almost a year, I can't believe it. And I was gonna do the set as its own video, but I'm too excited for like some bigger videos. Like this Sunday coming up is gonna be Vanilla's. I'm gonna film that after this, and like I want to do that. So I thought I could put it in here and just be a lot more brief about what comes in here. So for the perfumes that are in here, there's a sample of Skylar's Coconut Cove. I actually have a full size of this, and I do like this coconut scent. It's more of a lightweight, breezy coconut. So there's some light florals in here. There's some citruses as well. It really feels like a nice sea breeze, and it's more refreshing and not too sweet. So that one's a really great coconut scent. I quite enjoy it, but I'm not going to be redeeming my certificate for it because I already have it. There's a sample of Layla Lou from By Rosie Jane. This is more of like a clean, fresh, it has some florals in it. It also has like a lightly fruity scent, but also some grass notes. So it's like kind of green as well. This one's definitely not my type of scent, but it's not too sweet. So if you want something more fresh, a little green maybe, this could be good. One of the ones I really like is the Maison Louis Marie Bois de Balancourt. This one is a nice, more like sandalwood. It's woody, it has something a little bit spicy. If you're someone who likes Santal 33, you might like that one. I've heard of it like be called a dupe, but it's definitely in that family and very unisex, like just really great. Definitely one of my favorites in here. I'm not sure which one I'm gonna pick yet. That one's in the top of like contending for me. I love a woody scent though. So for a more like bright and poppier option, there's Sunflower Pop in here from Floral Street. This one is super citrusy. It makes you feel like sunshine and just summer. It smells really great. I do like it. I felt like it didn't really have good wear time though on me. Like I could not smell it afterward. And also something about lemony or citrusy scents, I have to be careful. Sometimes they can turn really like soapy or like detergenty or like cleanser or cleaner for your house. So this also got a little bit of that on me, but the initial opening and everything is so good, like so bright and fun. That was one of the ones I thought I actually might get with the set. So yeah, I feel like that's one of the things with any of the perfume samplers, you want to also make sure, just like with any of the sets, that at least you kind of know you like one or two of them, just in case you absolutely hate everything else in there. But they tend to do a pretty good job, I think, of picking really popular perfumes. Like another one in here that's quite popular and kind of mass appealing is Radiant Nectar from Clean Reserve. This is just like a nice, sweet, but not too sweet pear scent. It also, I think, has some ambroxan in it. It's nice and lightweight. It's not super offensive either way, so I could see a lot of people enjoying that one. One One of the ones I also thought that maybe I'd pick is the 7 Virtues Vanilla Woods. Now, there's actually no woody notes listed in this, and I really don't get any woodiness from it either. I know other people do. I'm so conflicted about the scent. It's a nice vanilla, it really is, but there's also a pear note in here that I really smell. Like, I feel like pear can just take over a fragrance. It kind of gives it like something fruity, a little bit tangy, a little bit like tart and sweet at the same time. And so when I smell this, I get like a powdery kind of vanilla, but I also get that fruity pear, and I really just want like a nice rich woody vanilla. Actually, it just never quite delivers. I've tried wearing this so many times, but it's not the vanilla for me, that's for sure. So I'm not picking that one up, but I know a lot of people like it. I'm more of a Vanilla Sky kind of girl, you know. I think there's 2 more left. Next, there's Ellis Brooklyn's Myth. I know a lot of people like this one. This one's quite floral and kind of clean smelling to me. It's also quite musky. There's something about this one that's a little too soapy, at least to me, a little too fresh. I have a whole video on Ellis Brooklyn if you're interested in my thoughts on the house, like which ones my favorite are and all of that. I'll try to leave that linked, or I have a whole fragrance playlist, so go check that out if you want. I could see my mom really liking this, but it's definitely not for me. But I don't know, my mom's like taste has changed. She's starting to get into like, you know, she's like, I want instant crush. I'm like, okay. Okay, girl. The last one in here is one that I think is quite popular, I think on TikTok and stuff. This one is Missing Person from Fleur. And, you know, initially, you know, it's really nice. It's another musky floral, but this one to me has a warmth about it that Myth does not. It also has something woody going on. And although there's neroli and orange blossom in here, I really love this. And so I think this might be the one I'm gonna pick up. It's between this and the Bois de Balancourt. I'm kind of going back and forth. I feel like this develops on my skin really nicely. It has a really nice muskiness. I tend to really like musks and ambers, but where I really like this is actually for layering. I wore this and then I sprayed Beach Nights from Bath & Body Works, just the fragrance mist on top, and the combination was to die for. So I think that's the one I'm gonna pick up. It's kind of one of those like no perfume perfumes, similar to Not a Perfume from Juliet Has a Gun, or even kind of Glossier You. I find this one has a little more warmth and a little bit more woodiness to it, but it's still kind of powdery and musky like Glossier You. So definitely one to try out if you like those types of scents. But I thought that was a pretty good sampler set. I'm always on the lookout for them. Now, depending on which perfume you pick, you can save a decent amount of money or maybe just a few dollars here and there. But I think it's a really fun one to do with friends, or, you know, everyone kind of get their opinions. I love just perfume sampling. Like, it's one of my favorite things. I make all my friends do it all the time with me. But yeah, that's kind of the video. I don't know. I just wanted to talk about some Sephora sets. I'd love to know your thoughts. I'm definitely looking forward to maybe some of the ones coming out for holiday. I still want to be critical about them and, you know, make sure that they're actually worth it, but they can be a good value if you do that kind of research, kind of know yourself, know what you're interested in trying and that type of stuff. There's also ways to get samples though in smaller sizes through point perks at Sephora. You can trade in points for that, which can be good, and also like different codes, but that can also be its own can of worms where you maybe make a purchase to get the free sample. Like, do not do it. Don't do it. Oh my gosh, we've all been there. We've all been there, but I promise you it's not worth it. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I had fun just like chatting about the sets, but yeah, I'll see you in the next one. I hope you have a good weekend, guys, and that's everything.